Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? This is Profesor Pablo and welcome back to Learn Spanish with Profesor Pablo. I am super excited to teach this lesson to you. And again, our lessons are always communication based. We take structure, we take some little bit of grammar here and there, but that's not the focus. The focus is communication, speaking, comprehending, understanding, making and getting your point across. So, what happens in traditional foreign language classrooms, you have to wait a semester or a year to get to learn how to say something in the past tense. Encontré, I found. We're learning it right off the bat because we're teaching you how to say my, your, his or her, our, or their. So you want to say, it's my blank, they are my blank, I'm looking for my blank, I found my blank, and I need my blank. Okay, so we're teaching in a practical way. You can learn these things right away. That's how we learn communication. When you learn your native language, you don't have a grammar book in front of you. You hear everything from the most basic communication to the most advanced communication. It all comes together, right? It all comes together. And that's the way we teach this, and that's why this method will stick. Okay, so we're going to learn today how to say my, your, his, her, our, or their. Like my house, your house, his house, her house, our house, and their house. We're going to learn how to say that today. Here are the ways of saying my, your, his, or her. This could also be your for usted, and it could also be their. And then, of course, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras will be our. Here are some nouns. Casa is house, cosas are things, dinero, money, billetera, wallet, reloj, reloj, watch or clock, ropa, ropa is clothes, anillo is a ring, anillo, ring. Casa, house, llaves, keys, libros, books, mochila, backpack, calcetines, socks, and cámara, camera. So these are some common nouns in the Spanish language. A lot of times we use them when we're saying my, your, his, her, your, their, or our. Now here are some verbs at the front that we use with this type of a structure all the time. Es, it is. Son, they are. Busco, I am looking for. Encontré, I found. And necesito, I need. So we learn it all together at once. So let's practice. If I want to say, it's my house, I would say, es mi casa. If I want to say, they are my things, I would have to go, son, take the plural, mis cosas. These agree. If it's singular, then you got to go with a singular possessive. They call them possessive adjectives. But you have to go with the singular form of these if the word is singular. If the word ends in an S and is plural, you got to go with a plural form. If I want to say, I am looking for my keys, how many times do we say that? How many times? Dios mío, chispas cuadradas. How many times do we misplace our keys? A lot, right? So if you want to say, I'm looking for my keys, busco mis llaves. I'm looking for my keys. I am looking for your keys, busco tus llaves. I found my keys, eureka, encontré mis llaves. Encontré mis llaves. Okay? I need my watch. Necesito mi reloj. I'm looking for my backpack. Busco mi mochila. They are your socks. Son tus calcetines. Is it your camera? Es tu cámara? Isn't this great? You're learning how to say all these possessive adjectives with these nouns connected with common usage verbs. If I want to say, I need my clothes, necesito mi ropa. Ropa is singular. It can mean clothes plural, and you can say ropas. Necesito mis ropas. But you can also say necesito mi ropa. If you wanted to make this plural, you'd add an S. I need my clothes. Necesito mis ropas. It's your money. Es tu dinero. I'm looking for my money. Busco mi dinero. I found your money. Encontré tu dinero. I found your socks. Encontré tus calcetines. I need my camera. Necesito mi cámara. Now let's go down here to our. There are 4 forms. The singular forms are nuestro and nuestra. For example, if I point to my house and I tell somebody it's our house, I would say es nuestra with an A, casa, because it's feminine. They have to agree. Es nuestra casa. It's our house. If I want to say they are our things, son nuestras cosas. They are our books, son nuestros libros. If I want to say I found our things, I would say encontré nuestras cosas. Encontré nuestras cosas. Let's go with busco. I am looking for his watch. Busco su reloj. Now, me and me's mean my. Tu and tus mean your. Su and sus have multiple meanings. Su and sus can mean his. Like his socks would be sus calcetines. His camera would be su cámara. If I want to say her socks, it's still sus. Sus calcetines would be his socks or her socks. And sus could also be your usted socks. Señor, aquí están sus calcetines. Sir, here are your socks. Aquí están, here are sus calcetines. Here are your socks. Now, sus also means there. There. If I want to say the 2 girls over there, I want to say these things over here, they are their things. They are their things. They are their books. I would say son sus libros. They are their books. Son sus cosas. So, su and sus can mean his, her, usted, your, or their. His, her, usted, your, and their. Let's take one here with encontré. I found our backpack. Encontré nuestra mochila. Maybe you have a first aid backpack in your truck and it was misplaced. Encontré nuestra mochila. I found our backpack. Let's put the brakes on this for a moment. Let's talk about accent marks. We told you there are 2 major rules about pronunciation in Spanish. Words that end in N, S, or a vowel should be stressed on the second to last syllable. That is to say, the second vowel back in almost all cases, unless there's a diphthong, the second vowel back. The other rule says words that don't end in N, S, or a vowel are supposed to be stressed on the last syllable, essentially the last vowel. So when you look at all these words that don't have an accent mark, they follow these rules. But all these words that do not have an accent mark, they follow those 2 rules. Again, if a word ends in N, S, or a vowel, the stress naturally falls on the next to last syllable, the next to last vowel. If a word doesn't end in N, S, or a vowel, the stress falls on the last vowel, the last syllable. That's why reloj is pronounced reloj. We don't say reloj, reloj, reloj. The stress is on the O where it's supposed to be. But look here, encontré. Here's a word that ends in N, S, or a vowel, and it has an accent mark. Why? It violates that rule because it should be pronounced encontré. Encontré, you should be stressing this O, but it's encontré. So this accent mark is because a rule is being broken, the rule is being violated. I just wanted to pass that on to you real quickly as we learn our accent marks. Here's one, cámara, cámara. What are the 2 rules? If a word ends in N, S, or a vowel, it should be stressed on the second to last syllable, the second vowel back. If a word doesn't end in N, S, or a vowel, it should be stressed on the last vowel, the last syllable. So what do we know? All words are supposed to be stressed on the last vowel or the next to last vowel, right? Well, we told you before a couple lessons ago, any word that is stressed 3 vowels back, it's going to take an accent mark because it breaks both rules. That's why the word cámara has an accent mark. Cámara. It should be pronounced, it ends in a vowel, it should be pronounced like camara, camara. Like the running back for the New Orleans Saints, Alvin camera. But no, it's cámara, cámara, cámara. Accent on the A. All right, let's get back to our lesson. Es, it is. Son, they are. Busco, I am looking for. Encontré, I found. And necesito, I need. Our possessive adjectives, me and me's are my. Tu and tus are your. Su and sus are his, her, your, usted, or their. En nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, and nuestras are our. Our nouns, casa, house, cosas, things, llaves, keys, dinero, money, libros, books, billetera, billetes are bills like dollar bills, billetera is a bill holder, right? It's a billfold, it's a wallet, billetera, mochila, backpack, reloj is a watch or a clock, calcetines, socks, ropa, clothes, cámara, camera, and anillo is a ring. If I want to say, I found my ring, encontré mi anillo. If I want to say, they are your things, son tus cosas. It's my house, es mi casa. It's our house, es nuestra casa. It's his house, es su casa. It's her house, es su casa. It's their house, es su casa. And it's usted, your house, es su casa. Remember, su and sus have four potential meanings. His, her, usted, your, or their. T-H-E-I-R, as we see here on the whiteboard. Are we good? I think you got it. Es, it is. Son, they are. Busco, I am looking for. Encontré, and necesito. I'm looking for my keys. Busco mis llaves. I found my keys. Encontré mis llaves. So the point, the objective of this lesson is not just to teach you how to say my, your, his, her, usted, your, their, and our, but we want you to use it in a practical, communicative way. Gracias otra vez. Ya se acaba otra lección. Another lesson comes to its end. We'll see you soon, right back here with another lesson on Profesor Pablo. Learn Spanish. Aprender Español con el Profesor Pablo. Learn Spanish with Profesor Pablo. Gracias. Hasta luego.